This is Steve, Englishman. I'm going to show you around Valletta. You can't do this in a 20-minute video. Show you bits and clips. I think 3 cathedrals, opera house, main wall, there's 2 forts, restaurants and bars, beautiful streets. It's impossible, but we're going to show you a little bit walking down. We're in the area now. You can get a taxi and a kerosene. Taxi ranks are all here. Important before you get the taxi, go into the kiosk by the bridge, by the main gate. He'll give you a voucher. You're not going to get ripped off here. Valletta and the airport, they've got this organised now. So you tell them your destination in the kiosk, you pay the money and you give the voucher to the driver. One of these guys here. There's loads of taxis here. So we're in Floriana, Triton Fountain behind me here. I don't know, this is right on the borderline, whether it's Valletta or Floriana. Floriana is another story. And the waterfront, if you come in, maybe come by boat, that's another video. I'll put the link up the top here, you can find it. Getting to Valletta very easy from the waterfront on the lift, just €1 only. Right, we're going to walk down, walk through. It's lunchtime, so you see a lot of people eating and everything. Here's one of those kerosene here. Little bit expensive, but hey, it's an experience when you're in Valletta. It can take you around the small streets. There's a taxi rank here. That's going down to Floriana. And here the buses terminus is just over there. We'll walk a little bit down there and I'll show you. Here's the fountain here. Let's walk a little bit closer, I'll show you. Recently it's been refurbed. It's looking really beautiful now. This is the Triton Fountain. It's been here for a long time. It was left abandoned really, now they refurbished it. It's beautiful now. At night I'll show you a little clip of it at night. Beautiful, got lots of lights. There's the ground wall behind, the main wall and the lookout towers. Here's a few kiosks around. That's the road to Floriana. That's another lovely walk down there, the Mall. Beautiful big area here. You can see the city gates here. They've been changed about 4 times now, I think. This is more modern one. You catch the buses from here and you arrive from here. I'll show you the... Here you can see a lot of bus drivers here. This is the main bus terminus for Valletta. It's really useful if you buy one of their cars. Linea, it's called Linea, on the line, bus line. Here it is, like motor public transport. You can buy a card here. Very easy to get around. You can buy one if you've got a Visa card. Buy one from a machine here. All the buses are here. So you get anywhere in Malta from here. They're doing some work here. Let's get away from this noise. Some toilets here, just on the side. Okay, we're going to walk now through the city gates. We're over the ditch. The ditch was never filled with water. It's the Italian, they were going to fill it. I was reading the history of it. And then the Italian architect told them, you've got more chance of keeping people away from the city wall if you just leave it a dry moat. Let me show you a little bit of it. This recently they've decided to refurb it. There's going to be a lot of new stuff going. These are very interesting to go into the city gates there. These you'll come across all over Valletta. They're made out of plaster. It costs the taxpayer £68,000. This is Piazza. The Triton Fountain. Okay, we're going to head into through the gates now. These are modern gates. As I said, it's been changed about 4 times from the Grand Masters, Victorian time, and there was a very old one that they knocked down and built this place. Normally there's flags flying up there, but we don't have today. Let's walk across. We're walking across the moat. This is like a bridge going into the city. Okay, when you get to this point, you get over the bridge of the moat. Behind me is a stairway going up to Hastings Gardens. Fantastic views over Pietar and Msida. Not a lot of people go up there. Mostly they go up these stairs here. These stairs go up to Upper Baroque Gardens and the Castel, and you can see the back end of the view of the waterfront. Here is the Maltese Parliament. And more of those horrible statues. You'll find a lot of restaurants, Burger King, McDonald's. There's Burger King over there. McDonald's a bit further down on the right hand side. It's a really beautiful place here. You can't go in. Sometimes in the summer they have enactments of opera and things like this. This is the Royal Opera House of Malta. It was bombed. First of all it had a fire way back. Then it was a direct hit in the Second World War. Now they've converted it into sort of outside concerts. Behind it is a very interesting church, the Italian church. It was mostly used in the old days for the Italian people in Malta. Here is St. James Cavalier, beautiful fountain up there. I remember just behind the Opera House here when I first came. First time I came, 1978 in Malta. There was a lovely restaurant, Rio Rita. Used to serve burgers and chips there, and the best burger and chips you're going to taste with the old fat. Look at the architecture, guys. We're heading down Republic Street. You can see Wembley Store here, one of the oldest buildings. It's like a grocer's. 1924. South Street goes down to the sea here. I'm making some refurbing. They also can take this road, it goes up to the Castel as well, or to the waterfront. So this is Republic Street. I remember this guy here, he's a very old Charles Great, probably some of you expats remember it. Very old shop. Now they changed it into a sort of restaurant, but before he used to sell whiskies, tobacco, cigars. Here's the Church of Santa Barbara. there's quite a few churches. I think there's 3 cathedrals. If you class St John as a cathedral, because that's something really special. San Francis, the convent, and the Church of San Francis. Okay, we're going to continue walking down now. Here you can go this street. You catch a video. It's down to the ferry to Slima. I'll leave the link above. If you walk down this street here, you come to the ferry. You can go over to Slima. Here's a McDonald's on the right hand side. This is an interesting thing here on the telephone box. The British, we had the telephone boxes and the letter boxes. Now they're not used very much. Obviously everyone's got, in fact it's a card phone, isn't it? This here is Samit Nurseries. They're one of the oldest flower growers in Malta. It's been here for a long, long time. Samit and Son. We're in St John Street. In fact, here is St John's Cathedral on the left-hand side. To get in, you need to go from the side entrance, but this is the main entrance here. If you keep walking down Merchant Street, which we will do, I'll show you the entrance here. Okay, this is St John's Cathedral. This is the main entrance. Here's interesting. This, while we're in this street here, South Street, there's a train that leaves from here. Take you around the views of Valletta. Very cheap. You can see there's not a shortage of restaurants here. All sorts of food are going on. More teas if you want, snacks, drinks. So this is Piazza San Juan, San George. Let's give you a quick turn round. So there's this here, there's electric cars can take you around. I'm not going to put any prices because they can vary a lot. At the moment it's €5. Valletta tour 25. Savoy shopping centre. I'm sure your expats remember this. It's been here for a long, long time as well. Lots of shops, dress shops, souvenirs. Oh, lots of different nationalities here. These are the law courts of Malta. So if you get in trouble, you'll end up here. And here's been refurbished in front of, this is the side entrance, but you're going to enter here if you want to go St John's Cathedral. You'll enter from here. All this area has been refurbed. Just here, they did a very interesting, this doorway. No, they're not doing it now. So you can go underneath. There's the water systems. There's the doorway over there. Here is a very interesting thing, this doorway. I did a video on it. You go underneath the law courts. It's water systems. In fact, this was fed by the viaduct coming back over from Rabat. Very deep, about 3 stories. They only open it every so often.
And I can tell you the information I know about this.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, guys, we're going down now. This place, I've been walking on the top of this for ages. I didn't know there was a doorway here. We're supposed to be going down about 2 stories. Oh wow, this is nice. There, it's cool down here now. Have to be careful, Michael.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, beautiful. This is built by the knights. Here's a interesting problem in Malta. Still going on. Okay, we're going to continue walking down. This down here is a shopping centre, the embassy shopping and a cinema. You can walk down to the sea as well. There's a nice church at the bottom. And here up this way, we'll go around the other side though. This is leading to Merchant Street. It's the gold area. In the old days there was a lot of gold shops. In fact there still is, but not as many as there used to be. A lot of restaurants around. We're heading now, still along Republic Street, to Victoria Square. I'm sure a lot of people remember Eddie's, been here from Victorian time, I think. Eddie's Cafe. Beautiful breakfast from there. Okay, in this end square there's 3 restaurants. By far I think Eddie's is the nicest, but another one of those plaster statues. Tell me which one you like the best, this one or Queen Victoria? Now some time back when the British were out of favour with the Labour Party, she got shipped off to Gozo, but she's back here, Queen Victoria. Behind her is a very, very interesting library. You need your passport, you need an IT card to go in, but they've got books dating back to the Grand Masters. lot of maps and interesting details. You just go in there and show them your passport, ID card, and you can walk around there. We're heading now to the main guard. If you ladies like shopping, down here on the left hand side, Marks and Spencer's, Max & Co, Cafe Cordina there. In fact, Cafe Cordina is one of the outside restaurants as well. We'll walk that way to Merchant Street, so we'll go back up Merchant Street. We'll come down Republic Street, up Merchant Street. Okay, here's the main guard. They've got a thing going on for the kids, I think, here. Normally there's a fountain in the middle there. Outside the Grand Master Palace. Late 16th century, and then it was in the 18th century it was extended by the Grand Masters. Always been a centre of power here. The armoury is there, and the state rooms you can go in and watch. All sorts of things going on in there. Lovely big area here. Restaurants, they're called. As I said, Marks and Spencer's over there. This entrance goes into the very interesting armoury and the state rooms. €10 for both of them if you want to see the armoury and the state rooms. I think every hour they change the guard here. This is St. George, Piazza St. George, where the Grand Master's Palace is. If you keep walking down this road here, just crosses with Archbishop Street. You can come down to Port Elmo and down by the sea. Archbishop Street goes down to the sea as well. This street leads, you can almost see it at the very bottom there. The sea comes there. This is Archbishop Street. Okay, just walking up Archbishop Street, there's the church, parish church of the Greek community. 12th century. Okay, we're going to continue. This is still Archbishop Street. We're going right round the palace. The palace takes a massive section out of Valletta. And I do encourage you to go and see the armoury. It's very, very nice. The armoury and the state rooms. crossing Merchant Street. There's a sea again there. You can continue walking. And the same thing, you can walk down here to Port Elmo. Just right there at the sea. Coming up on the left, it's a really interesting place. It was a market. I'll put the dates underneath here. It was a fruit and veg market. Way back, it was left in a really sorry state. And now they refurbished it. Lots of noises going on, so sorry about the noises guys. We're on Merchant Street now. It used to be, when they moved the market from the ditch, they put it here in Merchant Street. Now they've moved it from here again. Made a lot of restaurants. Consider getting the Christmas lights ready. Soon we're doing a video of Valletta, some really nice lights. Came full circle. Remember from the other side when we did Eddie's restaurant, Merchant Street, lots more shops here, a lot of restaurants, and the back end of St John's Cathedral. I think you come out this way from the exit, if I remember rightly. It's been a long time since I went in. Yeah, this is the back end of St John's Cathedral. You used to be coming from here, but they look like there's some refurbishing going on here. Okay, we're back right around here again where the train was. Still on Merchant Street going up. Very interesting building on the left hand side. Slips my mind the name of it. I'll put it below. Napoleon spent one night here where the flags are flying down. It's a government building now, but I forget what the actual name is called.
Oh, I see. And minced beef is the minced beef that we.
This is a nice place. You've got a lot of Maltese food. Octopus view. I'm getting hungry. This comes up to the Castile, just round the corner. What we'll do, we'll go up there, back round to the opera, and we'll finish by the main gate. I want to show you this on the right hand side, this road. There's one of those electric cars going across. You can have a little tour there, or you can just go, but to tell you the truth, Valletta, you can just walk around, it's fantastic. Here's a really old bar here on the left hand side. Old Maltese bar. In the old days there used to be loads and loads of these. You can have, you expats remember, you can have the tea in the glasses. 1992. I won't go all the way down, but if you just go down on the left hand side, it's the tourist information. Give you lots of maps and pamphlets. You find loads out about Valletta. Tourist information, they're very, very informative. They'll tell you everything, interesting things to go. We're only scratching the surface. You can't do this in 20 minutes. I'll drop some pictures, little bits of videos, but I've got videos from all over here. This is the place here on the left hand side. Oh, Palazzo Caravaggio. Napoleon stayed here one night on his conquests of the world. You know the history, I don't really have to go into it. We were taken over so many times here in Malta. And just before the British took over, the French were here. And I think they were quite grateful that they kicked them out. They were quite starving people here. And no matter what they say, I think it was a good era, the British era. I know they suffered a lot in the wartime. They gave a lot back as well. Some nice little chapels around. This is an exhibition here. This here is a very interesting square. There's a lot of statues in this square. Paolo Broffa. And these are great, these police. Ask them anything and they'll help you. They all speak English, so you're not going to have any problem. Here's a very, very impressive building. It was built by the Grand Masters and extended. Let me get a bit further back and I'm going to show you this very impressive building. It's so big I can't get it all in the photo. Down that's church again, the Italian church for the community that was built. Castile, where the Prime Minister stays. Over there is the Bank of Valletta, Hotel Malta. More of these plaster. Over there, the Waterfront. Oh, there's a massive ship in today. Might end up going down there today. Might make another video. They go at about 4 o'clock, I think. I'll have to check. Look how nice it is. Massive. That's a big one. I meet Manuel de Mec, and just over here, Don Mintoff. (1916 to 2012). Just down here there's a lovely restaurant. You can go on there, you can see on the top there. You have a nice view from up there. You have some meal up there. It's the Castle Hotel, but there's a restaurant on the top. It's very, very nice. And there's a nice walk if you go along here. Just here is the Upper Braca Gardens. You can just see the entrance of them there. Beautiful views from there. And obviously you see the cannons from underneath. There's the just coming into sight now. Upper Braca Gardens. Walk down a little bit on this road here, and you see Lower Braca Gardens, the Siege Bell, Port Elmo. But if you go by the side of the gardens, there's a lovely walk, and it goes along to the Lower Braca Gardens. If this car gets out of the way. Just by the side of the gardens, there's a very small walk. You can go to the water rooms as well there. I'm going to go here, show you this view from here because can't miss this. This is an enormous ship. I don't think I've seen this one in Malta before. Yeah, look at that for a view. Just on the other side of this wall, there's the lift. You can go down to the waterfront. €1, only €1. You can't beat it. Just round the corner, here's a nice lookout point.
Claro, aquella torre ya. Sí.
These are quite interesting here. You can hire the bike. Just you put an app on the on your card. You can just go around with them. Here's the prices. $1.50 for 30 minutes, very reasonable. Additional €1 after 30 minutes, 24 hours, €18. I'm trying to find this viewpoint. There's a very nice viewpoint, but just here. I forget what it's called, the Life Tree, something like that. It's not very old, this place. I'm going to show you the views from up here, guys. Oh, the flame which never dies. There was a nickname for it, something about the something tree I saw. It's a flame though, it's supposed to be. Let's see the views. Oh, there's two. Three. There's 3 boats in. That's the waterfront just over there. Valletta Waterfront. Another nice place. Loads of restaurants, bars, in the evening some nice entertainment. Take you down here, the last little bit. Hope you enjoyed it. As I say, impossible to pack everything of Valletta just in 20 minutes or whatever it comes out to the time. Okay, we're just heading down past this Italian church now. We did a complete circle. Here at the top end of Merchant Street. And we're going to finish off here. This is the All Opera. It's at the back though. We started off at the front. Okay, that's it. How can I pack all these things into one video? Valletta is fantastic, built by the Grand Masters. Impressive. This is the Opera House behind. This is the next thing that I hope they're going to do. Come over to Facebook, Holiday Malta, and my page. Anything you need, just give me a shout. Give me a... And don't forget, ring that bell. You'll find out all my videos coming up. And comment, really important. I don't think you realize how important. The computer picks it up and just churns my videos out. Take care. Bye, see you next video. Hope you're well wherever you are. Bye for now.
Die.